Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. If you're new to the channel, I'm Nick and I've been a top author on TradingView for many years, as well as being one of the only traders with a fully verified MyFX book track record. So if you want to elevate your trading, you're definitely in the right place. So subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. So take a second, pause the video, read the disclaimer, and I will see you on the charts. In this video, I'll speak about GBPUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I'll give you the technical aspect for this market, then I'll move to the commitment of traders analysis to see what institutions in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders, and then I'll put together these two different types of analysis. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is testing and rejecting to the upside a quite strong historical monthly demand and support zone. In fact, from here, in multiple occasions throughout the years, the market has tested its zone and then rejected it to the upside with a quite aggressive reaction to this zone. And only once the market broke below the level, but anyway ended up being a fake breakout, because the market then broke back above and continued respecting this level as support. So at the moment, everything looks quite bullish. The market has rejected again this demand and support zone, and there is the possibility now that the market has created this correction to see more bullish continuation. Now, speaking about this correction, what we can notice is that as we have an impulse and correction, if we want to measure it, so measure the correction, we have to take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. This shows us how the market has now retraced in between the zone, that is the 0.32 and 50% retracements. So now that the market has retraced in between the area that is essentially formed by these two quite important support levels, there is a good probability to see new institutional buying and new institutional players longing GBPUSD, further increasing the probabilities of more bullish continuation. In fact, already this rejection to the upside was fueled by strong institutional buying, which is something that we will speak about in just a few moments when we move to the commitment of traders analysis. But for now, let's keep in mind that we have rejected historical monthly demand and support. We have an impulse correction to the area in between the 0.32 and 50% retracements, and there is good probability of seeing the next impulse to the upside for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, here on the weekly, the market seems to have bottomed out. We had the first test here of the low, now the second test. This is officially a double bottom created at this zone, with the market now starting to break higher. So there is definitely a possibility at this point to see more bullish continuation away from this area. Now, this looks even more clear if we drop here down on the daily time frame. What we can notice, just a quick interruption, let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos, because I'm always open to suggestions. Is that we had the creation of this daily M pattern. Now, after the creation of an M pattern, what you would expect is a rejection higher. I've spoken about this pattern over and over again, and again, that is exactly what the market did. After the creation of the M pattern, we had a massive rejection higher, in this case, also breaking above structure. Now, how can we identify structure? Well, in this case, it is actually very easy to identify this structure. It is this previous level of daily support and demand, which after the market broke it to the downside here, became resistance. The market respected it as resistance, but now the market has broke back above that zone. So this previous resistance is now here turned support once more. Now, as we have an impulse also here on the daily time frame from this low to this high, after an impulse, if we want to measure the correction, we have to take our Fibonacci again from the low to the high of the impulse leg. This will show us, also in this case, that we have the 0.32 here lining up perfectly with this structure level, therefore creating confluence of support and demand here, which means that there is a good probability of seeing more institutional buying inside of this zone. So as this area here is starting to become a confluence of support and demand area, there is an increased probability of seeing institutional buying inside of this zone. So let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders analysis. Now, first of all, if we're looking at the data for the GBP, we're actually already looking at GBPUSD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. Therefore, in this case, if we're looking at the data for the GBP, it is already GBPUSD. And what we can see is that, first of all, we are missing the very last few reports. That is because of the US government shutdown. As you probably already know, the US government just ended one of the longest shutdown in the US government history. So obviously we're still getting a delay in the release of the new reports, which should be ending very, very soon. And we are back to normal with the new reports. So we have to try to understand what was going on before we stopped getting the data, because anyway, institutions take a lot of time to build up and change their positioning. So we can understand what was the trend before they stopped getting the reports. And what we can see here is that the trend seemed to be that institutions were once more starting to decrease their net positions. We went from minus 4.7K down to minus 11K net positions. So what it seems here is that they were starting once more to increase their shorts, going from 86K up to 91K. And if we look at the longs seems like they were starting once more to be decreased. We were going from 94K to 79K. So with the very last few reports, it seems like institutions were actually moving to the bearish side of GBPUSD. However, what happens if we look at the actual trend? What was going on in the long term? Well, in the long term, it is clear that institutions were moving back to the bullish side for GBPUSD, with net positions actually growing from minus 39K all the way up to minus 11K. So the very short term, we can't really trust it because we're missing the very last few reports if we really want to look like at short-term movements. But the long-term trend already seemed that institutions were moving back to the bullish side for GBPUSD. We had longs increase from the low here at 65K all the way up to 79K. And if we look at the shorts, yes, the shorts were also decreased in the same period, but because net positions increased, shorts were decreased more than how much the longs were increased. So in a situation like this, it is clear that institutions are shifting their positioning back to the bullish side for GBPUSD, therefore making it stronger. And there's a good chance that the new reports that we still don't have actually shown an increase again in the buying pressure on GBPUSD by part of the institutions. So let's keep all of this in mind and move back to the chart. So in a situation like this, what would I expect? And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find linked in description so you never miss new updates. Now, back to the analysis. So in a situation like this, we have the impulse breaking up of structure and the market is now going and retesting that structure. We have already identified that this area is actually a confluence of demand and support zone. Therefore, if the market will retest this area, since it is a confluence of support and demand area, there's an increased probability of seeing even more institutional buying. So in a situation like this, what would I expect? Well, as usual, and as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this area for the market to complete this daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, everything that you see me share here on YouTube is just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you head over to my website, which you find linked in description. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the best mentorship program in the world. You can get all my courses ranging from the very basics of charting all the way to the more advanced topics. You also have the possibility to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notification integrations, one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, the COT data software, which is the software that you often see me use in my analysis, and you also have the possibility to gain access to the entertaining live trading show. So essentially a live stream of all my trades as they're happening live every day. So my entries, exits, how I manage the positions, all streamed live every single day essentially in this Telegram channel, which is obviously private just for members. You also have the possibility to gain access to all my EAs. So essentially all my strategies, which you can then customize to your own preference. And here you see breakdowns of each and every one of my strategies, including a 10-year historical backtest of the strategy on high quality tick data. So essentially backtested on live charts. So basically, I would suggest that you go and check these ones out. And if you continue to scroll down past the testimonials, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So I really suggest to at least go and check it out. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really helps with the creation of new free analysis and education. And I will see you in my next video.